Attention passionate Chicago, BARS FANS. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Chicago Bears' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Chicago Bears fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Chicago, BARS FANS. Let's get to the news now, folks. You know how quiet things have been at Hollis Hall since the preseason wrapped up. Usually, teams make some moves, shuffle the roster, shake things up a bit, but this offseason, the Chicago Bears have pretty much played it safe, at least on the surface. We've seen some reshuffling on the depth chart, some practice squad adjustments, but no blockbuster trades or high-profile signings. And honestly, I think that made a lot of us wonder, what are the Bears planning? Is GM Ryan Poles just going to roll into the regular season with this roster as it is? Or is there something brewing behind the scenes? Well, if you've been paying close attention, you've probably heard the rumors swirling around. And I want to emphasize, these aren't just idle speculations, there's some real substance to this. Sources close to the team have told sports media that the Bears have been making calls, working the phones. And what are they after? A little help at the running back position. Now, that might not sound like the most glamorous storyline, but trust me, it's a big deal. Injuries have really hit the Bears hard at RB in recent weeks. Roscoe Johnson, who was expected to be a key piece this season, has been battling a foot injury, and that's limited his practice time and availability. Kyle Monangai, who showed some promise in the preseason, also missed the last 2 games because of a soft tissue injury. So naturally, the Bears are looking to shore up that position before the game against Minnesota, a divisional showdown that could really set the tone for the season. And here's where it gets interesting. The name that's been floated around as a potential target for the Bears is Travis Etienne, the Jacksonville Jaguars' former first-round pick. Now, if you're a Bears fan, you know how explosive Etienne has been over the past few seasons. He's a versatile back, a true dual threat in every sense of the word. What makes him stand out is not just his ability to run between the tackles or pick up tough yards, he's also a threat in the passing game. Over 3 seasons, Etienne has caught 132 passes, which is impressive for a running back. He's averaged over 10 yards rushing in his first 2 years, showing consistency and explosiveness, which could be exactly what Chicago needs to spice up their rushing attack. But it's not just about his talent. There are some contractual issues with Etienne that could make a trade feasible. His rookie deal is coming up, and Jacksonville might be hesitant to pay him big money, especially with the Jaguars also having Tank Bigsby and other draft picks in their backfield. Essentially, Jacksonville could see trading Etienne as a smart business move, clearing cap space, and getting some draft capital in return. That's a tempting proposition for any team looking to boost their roster, and for the Bears, it's an opportunity they can't ignore. Think about it, adding a player of Etienne's caliber to a rushing attack that already features some promising talent could really change the game for Chicago. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. What if Jacksonville doesn't want to part ways with Etienne? That's always the big question. Teams don't trade away key players unless they're convinced it's the right move for their future. But the Bears are in a position where they need to be aggressive. They've seen how important a dynamic running game is in today's NFL. Just look at the teams that have made deep playoff runs recently. Having a versatile back like Etienne, who can do it all, would be a huge boost, especially with the kind of offensive scheme the Bears are trying to implement under Matt Eberflus. And don't forget, Chicago's running game last season was decent, but not where they want it to be. They've been searching for that extra gear, that game-changing player who can take over when needed. Etienne could very well be that guy. His ability to catch out of the backfield, combined with his vision and speed, makes him a perfect fit for the Bears' offense. Plus, it would give them a little more flexibility in their play calling, opening up options that are now limited because of injuries or depth issues. Now, I want to be clear, this isn't a done deal. We're still in the early stages of this potential trade saga. Jacksonville has a lot of factors to consider, including their own roster needs and cap situation. But the fact that the Bears are exploring this option at all tells us that GM Ryan Poles is committed to making bold moves if the opportunity arises. The NFL is a league where timing is everything, and sometimes, a trade like this can be the difference between a playoff appearance and an early exit. Looking at the bigger picture, this move, if it happens, could be a signal of Chicago's intentions. They're not just looking to compete, they're aiming to contend seriously. The division is tough, no doubt. The Vikings, Lions, and Packers all have their strengths. But if the Bears can add a player like Etienne, that could give them an edge, especially in the run game and in controlling the clock. It also sends a message to the rest of the NFC North. Chicago is here to compete, and they're willing to make aggressive moves to improve their roster. Of course, the fans are eager to see how this unfolds. Will Ryan Poles pull the trigger? Will Jacksonville be willing to part with Etienne? That's the story we're watching closely. The season is just around the corner, and with it comes the anticipation of how these roster decisions will shape the Bears' destiny. Will they go all in on this potential trade, or will they hold steady and wait for other opportunities? The truth is, the NFL is unpredictable, and that's what makes it so exciting. As we look ahead, it's clear that the Bears are in a pivotal moment. They've laid the groundwork, kept their options open, and now, it might come down to a few key calls. Bringing in a versatile back like Travis Etienne could boost their offense significantly and help them take a step closer to their Super Bowl aspirations. But whether or not it happens, what's certain is that Chicago fans should stay tuned because this story is far from over. The NFL offseason is full of surprises, and the Bears are right in the middle of it, ready to make their move. And now, Chicago Bears fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Do you think the Bears should go all in to try and acquire Travis Etienne? Would he be the missing piece that propels this team into serious playoff contention? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Chicago Bears. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Chicago Bears news. Thanks for watching, and as always, bear down.